Vermont. Phil Scott, 20 laps, turn 4, green flag. Green is down, the 52. Dave Pembroke gets a half-car length jump at the back straightaway off the 23 car Glenn Martell. The drag race out of 4, and advantage Pembroke in the 52. Top 2 cars will qualify as we go 3 wide down the back straightaway as Bobby Balarjian on the outside. The 92 Chad Wheeler in the middle locks up the brakes, and Balarjian goes to the tail. Top 2 to qualify. Then the next 6 go into the Consolation round. Then we go to the B and C feature. The 93 car of Lyle Pell gets a piece of the Widowmaker down the front stretch, clicking off lap number 3. The top 2 cars, Dave Pembroke in the 52 car, and the 91 of Patrick LaPearl. Battle for third spot on the outside is the 18 of Jamie Fisher. On the inside, the 16 of Joey Becker. Fisher, the Hurricane, working the outside lane, takes the third spot away. Now Fisher has 15 laps to try to reel in the 91 of Patrick LaPearl to try to qualify in round 1. Joey Becker in the 16 is 4th. 5th place, the 38 of Gary Knight, and then 6 on the outside now is the 29 of Mark Lamberton. Keep your eye on the 92 car, Chad Wheeler from 10th. He's made up half the distance in 6 laps. The 92 Wheeler in the Landair Express automobile. Chad Wheeler, 92, looks to the inside of Gary Knight, and they split him in turn 3. The 29 Lamberton tries the outside, tries it 3 wide. Falls back to the outside. In the 92, Chad Wheeler gains that position, and he works on the outside of the 16 of Joey Becker. Chad Wheeler is hooked to run today here at Thunder Road as he makes his way into the top 4 now. From 10th position up to 4th, the 92, Chad Wheeler is still 2 spots out of the money, halfway this time. 10 down, 10 to go in this qualifying heat. The 18 of Jamie Fisher is 1 spot out. On the outside looking in, the 92, Chad Wheeler, 4th. 5th place, the 16 of Joey Becker, and he's feeling the heat from the number 14 of Phil Scott. Scott on the outside, down the back straightaway in the 14. On the inside, the 16 of Joey Becker, side by side in turn 4. And the 14, Scott takes the position. They both get sideways in 1 and 2. Scott gets the position. Becker fights back on the inside. 7 laps remain. They touch in turn 4. The 16, Becker whips it out of 4. Caution on the speedway. Yellow is out. Caution on the speedway. Lap number 13. Patrick LaPearl. Top 2 cars to qualify. Here they come. Balarjian comes back on the speedway. Turn 4. Green flag. Green is down and no break down the back straightaway. The 52 of Dave Pembroke on the inside of the 91 of Patrick LaPearl. Pembroke with the advantage at a turn 4. Here's the 18, Jamie Fisher right there. He sneaks his nose to the inside of the 91. Now LaPearl has got to make that car work on the outside groove if he's going to be able to hold on to the top 2 spots. 18, Jamie Fisher on the inside now with just 6 laps to go. Fisher's in the show. Jamie Fisher is qualified right now in the 18 SD Ireland Concrete Chevrolet. The 91 LaPearl drops back to 3rd, and he's about to lose another spot as he gets sideways at a turn 4. The 14, Phil Scott on the inside. And the Northfield Savings Bank, number 14, Scott to 3rd. LaPearl going backwards in the high lane. 4 laps to go when they come back to the line. 4 laps to go now. As Patrick LaPearl goes backwards, the 29 of Mark Lamberton looks to advance up 1 more spot. Tries to come up with the 92. Chad Wheeler trying to find some running room around those 2 cars. LaPearl sideways once again coming out of 4. 3 laps to go. Coming to 2 to go when they come back to the line. 2 laps to go when they come back to the line for the 52 of Dave Pembroke, the 18 of Jamie Fisher. Phil Scott on the 14, the 29 of Mark Lamberton. But only the top 2 positions matter right now. Just 2 cars to qualify. White flag this time. A quarter mile left for Dave Pembroke and the 18 of Jamie Fisher. Left rear tire going down to the 91 of Patrick O'Burrow. Checkers fly. Dave Pembroke, the 18 of Jamie Fisher. The 14, Phil Scott, just one spot out. And a leader in running shotgun. Rookie driver from Williamstown, Vermont, Justin Hart. Out of turn 4, Green is down. Green is down, and Steve Fisher gets into the wall. Fisher, in the days in a New England car, has problems on the start. And it looks like he's not going to make it all the way around. Caution is out. Caution on the speedway. In the Bond Auto Labor Day Classic. Here we go. Out of turn 4. Green flag. Green is out, the driver to watch in this one, car number 6, Chris Bouchard, defending and newly crowned Thunder Road King of the Road in the 6th car, one of the fastest cars in practice. Has got a lot of ground to make up to try to get in this one. Oh, Joey Pohl sideways, goes around turn 1, everybody misses him. Caution is out. Travel one more time out of turn 4, green flag. Green is out, and the 55 Dragon gets the job, bringing his young neighbor, Scott Paye, with him on the inside out of turn 4. Dragon now starts to pull away from the inside of the 51 of Marceau Gravel, 89, Scott Paye right there with him on the inside of turn 4. They touch down the front stretch into turns 1 and 2. Paye downstairs in the 89, the 51 Marceau Gravel on the outside, and the Fecto Holmes car side by side for second place, and Marceau Gravel now starts to pull away. Paye still tries to keep that inside lane open. Chris Bouchard, car number 6, working the outside of the Merchants Bank car. Working the outside lane, working his way up from an 8th starting position, trying to qualify in the first round. He's got 15 more laps, and he is a rocket here today all weekend long. Bouchard in the 6 has been one of the fastest cars on the racetrack as he works the outside of Craig Bushy in the 95 car. Chris Bouchard now battling for 5th spot on the outside. In the 6th car, the green and white number 6 from Northfield, Vermont. That's Bouchard going to 5th on the high lane. Chris Bouchard now ticks off one more, goes into the top 5, has 3 more positions to make up to try to qualify in round 1, and he's got 12 laps to do it. Halfway when they come back as Chris Bouchard looks to reel in the 71 of Danielle Bergeron, and he pulls up to him in the back straightaway. Bouchard's going to look to the inside. He's going to look to the outside. He's going to find his way around the 71 of Bergeron. Bergeron leaves the inside lane almost all the way open. We'll see if Bouchard can get his foot in there in turns 3 and 4. He does. They touch in turns 3 and 4. Bouchard backs off. Now Chris Bouchard makes his way to the inside, disposes of the 71 of Bergeron, and now will begin reeling in the 89 of Scott Paye as Chris Bouchard hell-bent for Sunday out of turn 4. Meanwhile, Marcel Gravel sitting in the catbird seat of the 51 as the final qualifier in this heat, looking to qualify for his first ever American-Canadian Tour event, and right now he's looking pretty good in 2nd spot. But here comes the 6 of Chris Bouchard. 5 laps remain for Bouchard from 8th to 4th. A +4 going into the Consolation looks good, but he wants 2 more. He wants to qualify in the first round and have a great handicap for the main event. We'll see if he can pull off as he's got 5 laps left. It doesn't look like he's going to have the opportunity to make up 2 spots, but we've seen wonders here at Thunder Road, and we could see it again right now as he closes in a little bit more to the 89 of Paye. Scott Paye in the 89, working a -1 going into the Consi right now, is going to try to reel in the 51 of Marcel Gravel. Gravel doing an outstanding job in the Pete Fecto backup car. 2 to go when they come back. Chris Bichon's forward momentum has ceased in 4th place. 2 to go this time. Brent Dragon, your leader in the Kitty Drug car. Marcel Gravel 2nd. 89 Scott Pay in the 6th of Chris Bichon. Bichon sideways in 1 and 2. Trying to squeeze out any more, but he can't. Nothing left for Bichon. White flag. Brent Dragon, Marcel Gravel, Scott Pay, Chris Bichon, Craig Bushy, your top 5. Here we go, last Consi's got a turn 4. We got a race in the back for the last Consi position. Brent Dragon, Marcel Gravel, your top 5. Last position for the Consi between Joey Pohl and Steve Fisher will go to Joey Pohl, the 97. And Scott Pay, Chris Bichon, Craig Bushy, Danielle Bergeron, and Joey Eric Williams, Ryan Van Ass to the green flag. Williams in the 7 gets the jump on the inside, bringing Dave Bath with him. And the Sage sideways in the 74. He gets it straightened out as the 11 of Ryan Van Ass works the outside lane of the 88 car of Dave Bath. Trouble, turn 1, the 45. Wilcox goes off turn 1, caution is out. Caution on the islands, Ryan Van Ass. 1 lap has been completed out of turn 4, green flag. Green is out once again. The Unicel number 7, Eric Williams, gets the jump on the inside. The 11 of Van Ass on the outside. Here comes the 88 of Dave Bath. Bath and the 88 on the inside of turns 3 and 4, trying to keep his foot in there as Ryan Van Ass holding strong on the outside of Eric Williams now. Williams in the Unicel number 7 brings it up the turns 3 and 4, banking now down the front stretch and will secure first place. The 11 of Van Ass still trying to hang tough to the outside. He wants to qualify in round 1. He sneaks in now, will secure behind the 7 of Eric Williams for second place. And Bath in the 88, the Lux Enterprises car. Bath sideways, hangs onto it. Everybody checks up and we stay racing. Track is clear as the 40 of Eric Chase gives the 88 of Bath a bump. He gets the clinch flag from Chief Starter Mike Wilder. Chase in the 40 goes to 3rd place and will begin to reel in the 11 of Ryan Van Ass. Van Ass closes ground on the 7 of Eric Williams. Right now, the last car to get into the Consi is the 45 car of Dave Wilcox. Wilcox on the bubble for the Consi. Otherwise, we go back to the B and perhaps C feature. Ryan Van Ass has got the Team B transportation, number 11, hooked well up on this speedway as he continues to dog the 7 of Eric Williams. He tries the high lane, he tries the low lane. Van Ass in the 11, using up every groove he can to try to find a way around the 7 of Eric Williams and try to win the qualifier here. The 40 of Eric Chase has now made his way up to the 11 of Ryan Van Ass. Van Ass feeling the heat of the 40 of Eric Chase now. Halfway has come and gone. 10 down, 10 remain. And the 40 of Eric Chase has now caught the top 2 cars. Battle shaping up for a second. As the 45 of Dave Wilcox tries to secure another spot in the Consi as he drives the inside of the 1 of Scott Watts now. Watts, who has never turned a wheel here at Thunder Road, has got a little bit of sheet metal damage to the 1 car. He is still in the Consi by 1 spot. The 30 Lou Fortin now trying to close in for that final transfer spot to the consolation round. But right now, the battle continues to shape up for the 40 of Eric Chase, the 11 of Ryan Van Ass for that second place. 7 laps remain. 7 to go for Ryan Van Ass and Eric Chase. That battle for second. All this in the rearview mirror of the 7 of Eric Williams. Williams in the 7. Your leader in the 74, Jerry Lesage, tries to move up to 4th spot. Lesage in the 74. Trying to move his way back up. Eric Chase from 5th to 3rd, a +2. Jerry Lesage trying to hold even with a 4th place start and finish. We'll see if he can pull off his bat. Goes all the way to the wall. Trouble, turn 1. Big trouble. Beth goes flying off turn 2. Caution on the speedway, the 74 Lesage involved, and the 5 of Timmy Martin. Biggest event of his racing career as Martin rejoins the field. Turn 4, 4 laps, green flag. Green is out, the 7 of Eric Williams, the 11 arrive, and as the 40 of Eric Chase. 3 cars under a blanket for the top 2 spots coming out of turn 4. 2 laps to go when they come back to the line. 2 to go, and it's a drag race down the backstretch for first place. The 7 of Williams downstairs. The 11 of Adas and the 40 of Eric Chase just sitting and waiting. White flag when they come back. Eric Williams, car number 7, the Unicel car. On the inside of Warwick, Rhode Island's number 11, Ryan Vanasse. White flag this time. 1 to go. Vanasse sideways at the front start finish line. They touch in turns 3 and 4, 1 and 2. Vanasse goes around. The 40 of Chase goes around. Under the white flag. Caution and checker, they keep racing to the line. Eric Williams. David Knight to the Team 38 hauler, please. Here we come, 20 laps, turn 4, green flag. Green is down the 26. John Hodgson gets the jump, bringing Kendall Lejeune with him in the 20 car down the inside lane. The Lewis Oil Company, number 20, Lejeune from Danville, Vermont, works his way into the top 2. Again, 2 cars to qualify. And the 26 car of John Donahue is your leader. Down the backstretch, the 81 of Grant Folsom working the outside of the 20 of Charlie Russo, whereas the 32, Gene Balsier, your point leader and defending champion, is stuck in the back. Now Sear gets an open lane on the outside. One of the fastest cars in practice. Sear in the 32 working the high lane. Trouble turn 1 and 2. The 25, Dave Whitcomb, the 81, Grant Folsom get together as Whitcomb gets sideways in turns 1 and 2. On a turn 4, it's still Donahue, your leader, the 20 of Kendall Lejeune. Then it's the 96 of Fred Lagoy. Lagoy feeling the heat from the number 56 car of Dale Verrill. Verrill on the outside, battling for second spot. Battling for the 3rd position, Verrill on the outside. Down the backstretch, out of turns, into turns 3 and 4. Dale Verrill on the outside. And the 96 of Lagoy, and here comes the 32 of Jean-Paul Sear. Sear, who started 9th on the field, now makes up half the distance as he works the outside of Dave Whitcomb in turns 3 and 4. The Ehlers RV sticks in stop. Number 32, Jean-Paul Sear, makes his way up to 6th position. Battle for 3rd continues. Dale Verrill gets the position out of turn 4. Down the back chute they go once again, the 32, Jean-Paul Sear, working his way into 6th, and now the 3, Cooper McRitchie, changes lanes. He goes to the outside of Fred Lagoy in the 96 car. Racing to try to get a good qualifying spot or a starting spot in the consolation round, as only the top 2 cars qualify. 9 laps remain. Nine laps to go. 8 as they come across the line one more time. The 32, Sear, continues to work the rail the outside. Bringing the 10 of Dave Avery with him. Oh, Lagoy sideways in 1 and 2. Hangs onto the car. Nearly takes Jean-Paul Sear with him. The 10 of David Avery now works the outside of Fred Lagoy as these 2 drivers try to make their way up into the top 5. Jean-Paul Sear now in 4th place with 7 laps remaining. Sear in the 32 will now close in on the 3 of Cooper McRitchie. Dale Verrill goes to the inside of the 20 of Kendall Lejeune. Lejeune opens up the inside door for Dale Verrill. South Paris Mains, Dale Verrill to the inside for the final qualified spot. Possibly something amiss on the 20 car. The 20, Kendall Lejeune, going backwards now. as the 56 Vero goes to second. A tire going down on the 20 of Kendall Lejean. A right front tire going soft on Lejean as he goes backwards. Vero, second place. Third place, the 3 of Cooper McRitchie. Fourth place with a +5 is Jean-Paul Cyr. Cyr with a +5 now is qualified for the Consolation 2 to go this time. As Dale Vero begins to go back up a little bit. Vero backing up just a little bit, holding the inside lane, white flag. One lap to go for John Donahue in the 26. Dale Vero in the 56. Checkers fly. John Donahue makes it in. Dale Vero makes it in. In the Consi goes Cooper McRitchie, Jean-Paul Cyr, David Avery. Has got a lot to gain here, and he's going to try to win it in 20 laps. You keep an eye on the 99. Here they come. Turn 4. Green flag. Oh, trouble on the start. Trouble on the start. The 75, Pete Fecto. Gets sideways on the start. The inside of Joe Perot. Top 2 cars to advance into the Bond Auto Parts Labor Day Classic. Out of turn 4. Green flag. Green is down. The 72 of Jacob McGrath. The 75, Pete Fecto, trying to settle the score of the backstretch as the 66 Began leads lap 1. Inside lane is the place to be on this start as the 08 Mike Collins goes to the inside for second place. There comes the 86 of Dennis Demers next. Demers in the Shelbourne Limestone Corporation number 86. Then it's the 99, the Moroccan Roger Brown to the inside for 4th spot. And here comes Travis Demers in the 85. Brown from 11th up to 4th. In just 3 laps, the realigned field has allowed Roger Brown to make up some positions from 11th to 4th to +7 with 16 laps to go. Keep your eye on the 8 of Rich Lowry. Lowry in the 8 car trying to make his way up through the field. He's a fast driver here today, as is the 75 Fecto on the inside. AJ Begin, Mike Collins, 1 and 2. Here comes Dennis Demers to the inside of Mike Collins now. Battle for second as Demers works the inside of Collins. Gets his foot in the door. And Collins trying to pull him on the back straightaway on the outside, but here comes Demers once again. They touch in 3 and 4. Collins trying to hang on to the outside lane. Demers riding Collins up in 1 and 2, and Dennis Demers will take second. Here comes the 99, Roger Brown now to follow suit. Roger Brown to 3rd now. A +8 for Roger Brown to the 99 car. If he can move up 1 spot, he'll be at the front of the field for the Bond Auto Labor Day Classic. Let's see if he can pull it off with 10 more laps. Fecto in the 75 working the high lane. Here comes the Rocket going to the outside of the 86 of Dennis Demers. Here comes Brown. Oh, Demers shuts him off. Dennis Demers slams the door on the 99 of Roger Brown. Clenched black flag coming on the 86 car, Demers. As now Brown has the position on the outside, and Roger Brown, the Rocket Man, goes to the outside. Battle for second spot. He's going to go for one more in turn 3 and 4. Roger Brown looking to go from the outhouse to the penthouse. Down the back straightaway. Dennis Demers goes for 3 wide down the back stretch. He shuts off. And the Rocket, Roger Brown, goes to the lead out of turn 4. From 11th to 1st, a +10 for Roger Brown, and they can hang on to it for 6 more laps. 5 to go now. Holy shit. From From last to first, the Rocket, Roger Brown. And battle for second, there is no battle for second. Battle for third is the 08 of Mike Collins. Battle for the final qualifying spot in the Consi in turns 1 and 2. As the 8, Rich Lowry now tries to make his move to the inside for third spot. They touch in the front stretch. Rich Lowry makes his way up, and keep your eye on that battle. The final position in the Consi in the back of the pack. 2 laps to go. 2 to go for Roger Brown, Dennis Demers, Rich Lowry, the 66 of A.J. Began, and that battle for the final qualified spot in the Consi. 72, Jacob McGrath on the inside of Doug Combs. They battle down the backstretch. White flag, 1 to go. The 6th car into the Consi right now is the 72 of Jacob McGrath. Doug Combs on the outside as they battle down the backstretch. Roger Brown, 11th to 1st. The 86, Dennis Demers. And the last car to get in the Consi, the 72 of Jacob.
Street stocks. Nope, not this time through, boys. Not this time through. All eyes in the front straightaway, and here we go. Martin Ingram quickly out of 2 into the backstretch. Tommy Smith 3 wide into the backstretch. Here they come. 1, 2, 3, making the shot down the front straightaway. Nope, sleds back in. Excellent thinking this time through. Tommy Smith wants a piece of the outside. David Allen directly behind him as they take the high line coming out of the backstretch. Working turn 4 into the front straightaway this time around. Tommy Smith in the 22, David Allen in the 11. And here comes Eric Johnson. Johnson in the 2 car, holds it down low in the 4th spot. The 16 of Martin Ingram on the inside, Johnson on the outside, coming out of the front straightaway. Working their way back in the line. Tim Pierce on the inside. He's in 5th. Kevin Campbell coming around. He wants a piece of the 5th action. Sean Powell in the 40. It's Powell in the 40 and Hennequin in the 47. Super Joe Fecto in the 75. Melinda Gervais in the 12, and that'll wrap up your top 10 coming around looking at lap number 6. Meanwhile, up front it's David Allen. David Allen in the 11, taking the inside line. Allen on the inside. Smith on the outside. Fender to fender, wheel to wheel. This time through, it's Allen. Meanwhile, back in 5th and 6th, this is how it looks. Tim Pierce in the 1 car on the inside. Bill Hennequin in the 47. A lookout on the inside is the 40 of Sean Powell. Powell wants a piece of the action coming in the front straightaway. Super Joe Fecto moving up on the outside, but he's got nowhere to go. In the meantime, Melinda Gervais holding her own in the middle of the track in the backstretch. Moving down the backstretch into the turn number 4. This time through. Gary Mullen in the 29, upside down Mullen. Mullen trying to move in the inside groove to get into the top 10. 1 lap left to go this time around. Battle for first as they come out of turn 2 into the backstretch. David Allen, Tommy Smith, fender to fender, wheel to wheel, the Crunch Bunch. Here's your finish. Tommy Smith, David Allen, Eric Johnson. Bunch here at Thunder Road on a beautiful Labor Day afternoon. Just cool enough to enjoy the whole show. Green flag, now we're off. Side by side, going into the backstretch. Everybody pushing up to the front. And everybody staying away from the front wall. This time through, Jeff Fosse in the 8 goes wide out of turn 2, making his move on Mudflap. Mudflap holding his own, coming out of turn 4 to the front straightaway. Ron Gabourey by half a car length. Barre trying to make his move on the outside, coming out of 2 into the backstretch. Looking at turn number 3, it's Barre on the outside. Blacklock on the inside. Barre now just about a car length coming down the front straightaway. Look out! Blacklock swings wide. This time through, the 8 of Jeff Fosse goes way wide. We're going to do 3 wide this time through. Here comes Ethanol Small. 3 wide, out of 3. Here we go. Nope, not this time. Ethanol Small in the 60, moving up from the 8th position. He's on the charge with the outside line. This time 3, Lloyd Blakely. Look out, Blakely in 3. Now they're up, now they're down. Blakely, everybody gets around. Blakely making his move, getting out of that one. That opens the door for the number 4 Mud Flap coming on the backstretch. This time through, the 28 of Tim Potter. Potter holding down to 4th. The 04 of Eric Bedore. It's Bedore on the inside coming around to 3rd and 3. Here's the fight in the backstretch, back and forth. It looks like a pinball match. This time through, Logan Blacklock, way wide out of 4. All eyes up front. There goes Joe Ethanol Small, the point leader, making his move, coming out of the backstretch. 7 laps down. 2 laps left to go, and there goes Ethanol Small. Ron Barre, Mud Flap, Tim Potter, Eric Bedore, the 97 of Kyle Tatro, and don't forget the 30 of Lloyd Blakely. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The number 8 slot this time through, David Fields. Fields in 8th, the battle for 9th right now. It's Corliss on the inside. Fosse on the outside. Corliss takes the move on the inside.
On the inside of Mark Lamberton, green flag. A pair of veterans. Oh, Begin with a power slide in 1 and 2. Hangs onto the car. Perhaps a tire going south on that automobile. We stay green. The 14, Phil Scott. The 29, Mark Lambert. Oh, car off in turn 2. Caution on the speedway. Caution is out. That's a little better. That's a little better. Green is out. A little better for the front row, but the 95, Craig Bushy, having a hard time keeping up to pace on that restart. The 6, Chris Bichon is right there. And the 75, oh, look out, Lightning Lou goes around. Lou Fortin does a slide in 3 and 4, but we stay green. Everybody's good as we have a battle for 3rd spot on the outside is the 29 of Mark Lamberton. On the inside, the 75 of Pete Pecto, and Lamberton goes backwards. Mark Lamberton has lost the handle on the Jefferson. Oh, and this time, caution is out, caution is out. Green flag. Chris Bichon gets a jump on the outside, but here comes the 14, Phil Scott downstairs. Scott trying to hang tough on the inside lane as they come out of turn 4. Once again, top 4 cars to qualify on the bubbles. The 85 car of Travis Demers. Battle for the lead continues to the inside. It's the 14 of Phil Scott. Oh, Demers sideways out of 4. Travis Demers a little sideways out of 3 and 4. Hangs onto the car, but loses that 4th and final qualified spot to the 29 of Mark Lamberton. The 14, Phil Scott, your leader. Down the backstretch, Phil Scott in the 14, the 6 of Chris Bichon, 2nd. 3rd place, the 75 of Pete Pecto. And in 4th is the 29 of Mark Lamberton. Those are your top 4 cars in the next 3 automobiles. The 85 of Travis Demers, the 08 of Mike Collins, the 95 Craig Bushy will go to the B feature, and the rest of the field will go to the C feature. 8 laps complete, halfway has come and gone. Battle for 5th on the inside will go to Mike Collins. Collins in the 08, sideways out of turn 4. 6 of Chris Bichon, all the way to the Widowmaker out of turn 4. Battle for 3rd continues. The 75 Fecto on the inside of the 29 car of Lamberton. Checkers fly. Phil Scott, Chris Bichon, green flag. Green is out, top 4 cars to qualify. Rich Lowry gets the jump in the 8 car. 32, Gene Paul Sear falls into second, and keep your eye on the 91 and the 11 car. The 91, Patrick O'Pearl working the outside. Oh, look at it, Mark Curtis goes around. Watts bringing to the green flag. Green is down, the 8 car. Lowry gets the jump, and it comes to 32, Gene Paul Sear on the outside. Sear working the outside lane. Down the back straightaway. The 10 of Avery now puts his nose up into the inside. And, oh, Sear sideways out of 4th. Patrick O'Pearl will take 4th away from the 1 of Scott Watts now as they go into the backstretch. Top 5, the 8, Rich Lowry, the 32 of Gene Paul Sear, the 10 of Dave Avery, the 91 of Patrick O'Pearl. Ryan Vanass unable to make up any ground on the 11 car, as Sear once again works the outside of the 8 of Rich Lowry. Patrick LaPearl goes to the inside of the 10 of Dave Avery. Battle for 3rd, shaping up. Avery leaves the inside lane open. LaPearl dives under, 2 to go. 2 laps to go. Down the backstretch, Patrick LaPearl in the 91 Demers ambulance car. On the outside is the 10 of Dave Avery, white flag. One lap to go. Rich Lowry from wire to wire takes the checkers. Gene Paul Sear second, third. Green flag. Oh, trouble on the start. The 38, Gary Knight. The 92 Land Air Express car. Chad Wheeler gets the jump on the outside, but Timmy Martin fights back downstairs out of turns 3 and 4. Wheeler with the lead. Oh, trouble! Synchronized, spinning out of turn 4. And Green is out once again. The 92 Wheeler gets the jump, and the 5 of Martin hangs tough on the inside. Chad Wheeler in the Land Air Express number 92 on the outside of the Chadwick's Digital number 5 of Tim Martin. Martin sideways out of 4. Advantage. Wheeler in the 92. Chad Wheeler takes the lead. He'll settle it down into the inside, down the back straightaway. The 3 of Cooper McCritchie is 3rd. 4th place, the 89 of Scott Paye in 5th. Laps to go when they come back. 5 to go when they come back. To the line out of 3 and 4, and it's still all Chad Wheeler. Cooper McCritchie still unable to make any move on the 5 of Timmy Martin. Kendall Luzon in the 20, just hiding out back. And the final car to transfer to the B feature right now is the 05 of Ron Henry. An 8-car length advantage for the 92 of Chad Wheeler over the 5 of Timmy Martin. 2 to go when they come back on the bubbles, the 89 of Scott Paye. In 6 tour starts, Paye has 5 top 10 finishes. 4 top 5 finishes for Paye in the 89 this series this year. 2 to go this time. He's about to qualify for the Bond Auto Labor Day Classic. Keep your eye on that last battle in turns 1 and 2. The 97 Joey Poole putting the heat on the 05 Ron Henry. This is for the final transfer spot to the B feature. Out of turns 3 and 4, Henry getting sideways. Tire going soft on the 05 Ron Henry. The 97 Joey Poole right there. Checkers fly. The 92 Chad Wheeler. The 5 Tim Martin. Cooper McCritchie in the 3. The 89 of Scott Paye.
Row 15 on the inside, David Cusin in the 84. James Duff in the 43. Row 16, the 38 of Wanda Burnham, and they're off. Working the outside, coming on the back stretch. Fender to fender, wheel to wheel. Martin Ingram. Ingram making his move, coming out of 2. In the meantime, we got junk hanging off the Pierce vehicle as he comes out of 4. There's still fender to fender and wheel to wheel coming down the front straightaway. 34 cars. Side-by-side racing coming off the backstretch. Laps. 3 down, looking at number 4 as they come out of turn 4. This time through, it's Timmy Pierce in the 1 vehicle by a car length. Pierce sliding up there in the inside groove. Sean Powell in the 40. Look out! In the front stretch! Powell goes sideways into the wall! Hennequin nails him in the side! Going across the inside is Gary Mullen crossing the infield. Everybody wants to go. All eyes in the front straightaway, and they're off! Little bump and run in the corner number 1. Tim Pierce gives a little nudge. All the way around they go, this time through. Eric Johnson. Johnson in the 2 car catching a black flag as he's dropping parts everywhere. Meanwhile, back at the race, Tim Pierce. Mullen on the inside, Ingram on the outside. Lloyd Blakely in 3rd. Mudflap into 4 and 4th. Side-by-side racing as they come out of turn 4 into the front straightaway. This time through, Jason Corliss in the 61. He's in the 6th spot. Eric Bador in the 0, 4, and 7. Up, look out in the front straightaway. Woo! Help me, Rhonda. David Allen goes wide out of 3, and he's going to take it 3 wide, coming out of the backstretch. Not assisting in the bunch. 2 rows, 3 wide. Here we go. Look out in the backstretch. Super Joe into the wall. Right behind him, Gary Basha. Kyle Tatro. The pace car coming around this time through. And a green flag flies and we're off. We've got cars stretching out from here to Barre. On the backstretch, 3 wide. Look at the mud flap! Look at the mud flap! Not assisting in the bunch. Look at him coming down through the front straightaway. Meanwhile, way in the back. 8 laps down in a 25-lap feature. Here's the green flag, and they're off for the front straightaway. Side by side, coming out of the backstretch into turn 3. Gary Mullen on the outside. Tim Pierce on the inside. Fender to fender, wheel to wheel. Lloyd Blakely in the 30, attaching himself to the rear of Mullen as they come out at turn number 4 into the front straightaway. This time through, high and low, no one makes a move. Uh-oh, look out at turn number 3, this time through. Everybody dodges a bullet. Ethanol Small in the 60 was sliding around the infield. Melinda Gervais in the 12, she's coming up on the inside. On the meantime, the 9 of Ron Gabbery dropping back. Gary Mullen in the 29 makes a move on the inside. Here comes Mudflap, 3 wide. He's making a dive one more time. Not a sissy in the bunch. Here we come down the front straightaway, 3 wide. Mudflap putting it all on the line. The number 2 point man wants everybody to know he's in this race. Here we come down the front straightaway, the 61 of Jason Corliss. Corliss making his move. Look out of the front straightaway! Oh my God! Look out! Mudflap off turn 1. Holy cow, he hit the Jersey barrier. Oh my God, he does it again. Small holding on to the 10th spot. Green flag, now they're off. Quickly to the outside, Lloyd Blakely in the 30 car. Blakely tries to make a move, but Gary Mullen in the 29 holds on the low side. 10 laps left to go, and here they come, side-by-side racing. Jason Corliss in the 61 in third. Now there's a bump and run coming out of the backstretch. Sideways, up onto the back. Look out, Joe Small! Oh no! He's over! He's over! Yellow flag! Oh no! Rolling in the front! Look out! Look out! Red flags. James Doppin, the 43, rolls sideways down the front straightaway.
On the 7, 2, 3, 4 cars, plus the flagger, plus the light. 7 is going into the pit, going by 5 cars on the red.
The number 7 of Logan Blacklock. Let's keep our eyes on Joe and see what he can do. Green flag, we're off. In the backstretch, this time through Lloyd Blakely in the 30. Blakely makes his move on the inside. Right behind Blakely in the 61 is Jason Corliss. Corliss can't sneak in there. Gary Mullen in the 29 starts to drop back as Corliss makes his move on the inside. Corliss in the 61 vehicle comes on the inside with David Allen. Look out at turn 4, look out! Coming out of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 vehicles. The 12 of Melinda Gervais goes sideways and it all goes downhill from there. 9 laps left, all eyes in the front straightaway, and they're off. This time through, Lloyd Blakely makes a move to the inside. Directly behind him is Jason Corliss. And then David Allen, as everybody thinks the low line's the hot line. Gary Mullen in the 29, left on the outside. Now they're moving on the backstretch, side by side. Allen in the 11 on the inside. Groove gives them a little bump as they come out of the turn number 4. Eric Bedore in the 04, he's holding on to 5th. Tim Potter in the 28. Now Corliss and Allen make their move on the inside, coming out of 4 to the front straightaway. Here comes Allen on the outside, challenging for second, coming out of turn number 4 into the front straightaway. Behind him is Mullen in the 29. The 04 of Eric Bedore. Tim Potter gets squirrely coming out of 2, goes sideways. In the meantime, Eric Bedore makes a move on the outside looking for 5th. Kyle Tatro in the 97 and 6th. Tim Campbell in the 0 holding down on the inside line. Joe Ethanol Small, he's moving up from the back of the pack. Meanwhile, look out in the backstretch. This time through, 2 laps left to go. 2 laps left to go here in the feature event. Ethanol Small in the 60, making a move on the outside. Back at the front of the pack, it's Allen on the outside. Blakely on the inside. Allen makes his move in the front straightaway. Allen in the 11 car. But meantime, watch out for Corliss. Corliss in the 61 can't find an open door. In the backstretch, Bador goes off. David Allen, your winner. Blakely in third. Jason Corliss in position number 3. In a race that we did.
But ladies and gentlemen, this guy right here did a great job making his way up through the field. Let's get ready to welcome Danson David Allen to our Bond Auto Parts victory lane. For Danson David Allen from North Troy, Vermont. Come on over here, Dave. Congratulations, man. You had to dodge a lot of bullets to get through this today.
Yeah, those first 15 laps were pretty scary out there today. I don't know, maybe it was the track or the drivers, just everybody was anxious. I tried to lay back and be quiet about it and just bring my way up, and finally the opening was there and we went.
All right, congratulations. We have a trophy from you from Bond Auto Parts for your run today.
Good job. Thank you. I'd like to thank Bond Auto and all of my sponsors. I don't have time to name them all. Thank you very much, and the crew.
Round of applause, if you will, for Dave Allen. That's a good run. He had a good run for you, but he just nipped you at the end.
Yeah, the car started getting really tight and didn't want to turn. But that's how it goes. I got to thank a couple sponsors. One Eye Open, Mr. J's Cafe, Walker, Mazda and Volkswagen, Blakely's Plumbing and Heating, and especially my wife.
All right, congratulations, if you will. There's a trophy for you from congratulations, Jason. Hey, man, it was a great run for you. Tell us about it.
Yeah, thanks. We stayed out of trouble. That's basically it. We had a good starting spot and just stuck away from all the trouble and ended up front.
All right, you earned yourself a third-place trophy. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot. I'd like to thank RJ Trucking for all their support this year. They really helped out. Potter's, Mom and Dad, Holly, Carter Machine, everybody, and Bond for sponsoring the race. Thanks a lot.
All right, nice trophy for you there. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause. Green flag. Green is out. They bunch up mid-pack. The 05 of Ron Henry. Leaking gas out of the 05 car. 05 Ron Henry leaking gas. Top 10 cars to advance. Look out, trouble, turn 3. The 22 Russo gets kicked sideways. Everybody behind him checks up. Oh, what a heartbreaker for Ron Henry in the 05. Missing gas cap cost him a chance at starting the Labor Day Classic 200. The 0, Scott Bonney, multi-time Lee USA Speedway champion. On the inside of 82, Bobby Balarjian from Nottingham, New Hampshire, also a Lee regular. On the outside, Balarjian takes the lead. Final car on the bubble is the 20 of Kendall Lejean. Final car to transfer to the B feature is the 20 of Kendall Lejean. 4 cars out of it thus far. Balarjian continues to lead. Scott Bonney second. Third place, the 97 Joey Pole. Then it's the 22 of Charlie Russo from Ipswich, Massachusetts. Down the backstretch, into turns 3 and 4, it's the 82 Balarjian. The 0 of Bonney, Joey Pole third. Fourth place, the 85 car of Travis Demers. Works the outside of the 22 of Charlie Russo. 27, Mark Curtis trying to race his way into the B feature on the outside of Kendall Lejean in the 20. Oh, Vanasse with a problem. Ryan Vanasse getting loose out of turn 4, hangs onto the car. Loses ground, but is still in the B feature. Out of turn 4, your top 2 cars bring him by. 10 car left. And the 05 car of Ron Henry rejoins the field. A couple of circuits down, 9 complete. 6 to go when they come back. Battle for 10th. And the 27 car of Mark Curtis works the outside of the 20 of Kendall Lejean. Battle for the final transfer spot to the B main. In turns 3 and 4, it's the 20 of Kendall Lejean on the inside of the 27 of Mark Curtis. Curtis in the 27 on the high lane. The 20 of Kendall Lejean downstairs in turns 3 and 4. Lejean holds it off so far. Side by side, this could make or break the rest of the afternoon for either of these 2 drivers. as Curtis bobbles. Curtis sideways. 2 laps to go when they come back. 2 laps to go when they come back to the line. As the 97, Joey Pohl has caught the 82 of Ali Balageron. And Pohl working on the outside of Balarjan for the win of the C feature. Top 10 cars advance to the B main. Out of turns 3 and 4. White flag for Balarjan, the 97 of Joey Pohl, the 85 Trampus Demers, the 0 of Scott Bonney, 5th place, the 11 of Ryan Van Ass. And the checkers fly, Balarjan, the 97 Joey Pohl. 40 laps, turn 4, green flag. The Tigers are underway. 06, Jeff French gets a little squirrely on the start, but we make it through. Oh, look out, the 08 goes around with a little bit of help, and we scatter in turn 4. Brian Delphia is in the wall. He just gets hammered and gets pushed up on the Widowmaker. Caution is out. Caution is out. Brian Delphia just narrowly escapes any real damage by no laps complete. Green flag. Lovely gets the jump in the 2 car, but here comes Maynard back in the 5. Lovely tries to shut the door, but Maynard keeps the foot in it out of turns 3 and 4. Josh Lovely takes the lead but loses the Nerf bar. And oh, he tries to shut the door on the 06 of Jeff French. So that's a world-class chop. A good lift by the 06 of French, preventing another multi-car pileup as Adam Maynard in the 5 has the lead in turns 3 and 4. And oh, Germain sideways in the 34. He still can't gather it together. Mark Germain in the 34 going backwards on the outside, losing the handle on the automobile. Josh Lovely makes it into turns 3 and 4 to the inside of Adam Maynard. Maynard on the outside on the 5, the 2, Josh Lovely on the inside. Then it's the 06 of Jeff French. And the 44, Justin Hart. Side by side for the lead in turns 3 and 4. 6 laps complete, and it's a drag race out of 3 and 4. 06, Jeff French right there with him. A full front row seat of that 2-car battle for the lead. The 06 French just biding his time in 3rd place. Meanwhile, the 12, Reno Gervais, trying to make his way through the field. The 31 car of Sean Fleury also trying to make up some ground. Down the backstretch, the 2 of Josh Lovely. On the inside of the 5 of Adam Maynard. The 06 Jeff French right there with him. That's the 44, Justin Hart. And the 00 of Joe Steffen. Out of 3 and 4, Lovely hangs on to it. Lovely, 21st in points coming into today. No win yet this year. Lovely in the 21 trying to make up for a lost time here today in the 2-car. Four top 5, 4 top 10 finishes. Yet he's still in 21st place. Adam Maynard, car number 5, 27th in points today. Looking for his best finish of the day here today. Best finish of the season. And 5 starts, 1 top 10 finish for Adam Maynard in the 5. Jeff French in the 06 in 3rd spot. Here comes the 0, the Hammer. Mark Barnier, one win to his credit this year here at Thunder Road. He works the high lane of the 44 of Justin Hart. Into turns 3 and 4, the 2 of Josh Lovely. Continues to lead, but he's not pulling away by any means. Lovely won by a straightaway in his qualifying heat yesterday afternoon. The 50, Nicholas Sweet is making his way up. Sweet. Nicholas Sweet from 18th into the top 10. Sweet in the 50 working the high lane. Nick Sweet in car number 50 from 18th to 7th right now in turns 3 and 4. Battle for second continues. The 06 Jeff French. Actually, we've got a 6-car battle for second place right now. It starts with the 06 of Jeff French. It ends with the 00 of Joe Steffen, with a car length in between. Turns 3 and 4, halfway this time. 20 down, 20 to go. Down the back straightaway one more time. The 21st circuit about to be complete as Josh Lovely begins to pull away from the 06 Jeff French, the 5 of Adam Maynard, the 0 of Mark Barnier, the 44 of Justin Hart, and the 50 of Nick Sweet. Outside lane opening up now for the 0, the Hammer. Barnier trying the outside lane. Laps remain. The 31 car of Sean Fleury stuck deep in the top 10. Adam Maynard, car number 5, trying to hold off the challenge of the 0, Mark Barnier. Sideways out of the corner is the 5. Here comes the Hammer on the outside now. Gets the wheel up on the outside of the 5 of Adam Maynard. He hangs. Oh! Maynard walls him nearly. Adam Maynard nearly puts the Hammer into the wall. We'll see what happens this time. Barnier right there. Front bumper falling off his car. Black flag coming out on the 0 of Mark Barnier. Front bumper starting to come off the 0. Black flag on the Hammer. Barnier getting the black flag with 13 laps to go. As he continues to race the outside of the 5 of Adam Maynard. The 50, Nick Sweet, not sure where to go, as the 0 continues to get black flag. Ten laps to go when they come back. 10 to go. Josh Lovely, your leader. Jeff French, second. Third place right now is the 5 of Adam Maynard. The backstretch, Barnier in the 0, rockets out ahead, sideways out of the corner. Eight laps remain for for Josh Lovely and the 06 of Jeff French. Mark Barney now getting in a third spot. And here comes the 50 of Nick Sweet from 18th to 4th. Nick Sweet in the 50 car. 5 laps to go when they come back. Nick Sweet and Joe Zoop, 00 Joe Steffen now breaking free on the outside. Here comes Nick Sweet to the outside for third spot. Sweet falls back to the 0 of Barney. He catches back up in turns 3 and 4. Battle for third continues to shape up. Nick Sweet running out of room, running out of time, running out of tires, running out of fight as Sweet in the 50. Now gets a piece of the wall from 00 Joe Steffen. They touch again. Sweet sideways hangs on to it. White flag this time. White flag for the 2 of Josh Lovely. The 06 of Jeff French, the 0 of Mark Barnier. 00 Joe Steffen, third, pushes Barney around the speedway. Checkers are about to fly out of turns 3 and 4. Checkers fall for Josh Lovely, Jeff French, Mark Barnier in the 000 Joe Steffen, the 31 of... Come on over here, Josh. Congratulations, man, but we had a good run in qualifying yesterday, and you backed up today in the main event. Congratulations.
Well, I got lucky yesterday. I got a good break. I had a brain fart today in the beginning of the race. I got in the Adam there and chopped him a little bit. And I backed up and got out of it, and I followed him for a while, and he pushed up, and I got under him. I got to thank my wife, my dad, and my crew for having put the car back together this week. If it weren't for them, I wouldn't be here. My sponsors, Courtesy Toyota, Twin Cities Subaru, Macaulay's, Jay's Pizza Restaurant, Jameson Insurance, my Uncle Ronnie, and all the fans that come out every week. Thank you, guys.
And we've got a great trophy here from you from Bond Auto.
Thanks.
All right, round of applause, if you will, for Josh Lovely. That was a great, strong run for you here today.
Yeah, we got in the wreck there before we even started, so I thought we were going to go to the back, but they gave us our spot back, and what a day for Courtesy Motors, where me and Josh are both sponsored by Courtesy Motors and Twin Cities Subaru, so it doesn't get much better than that.
It's a great one. So the fans you get out there, Mark, boy, that was a heck of a race there for you.
Yeah, we're just happy to come home third. Thank my sponsors, Stevens Gas and Euler's RV. Thank everyone for coming out today, and I think Roger Brown's my pick for today.
You think he might have a chance at it?
I think he's the one. He was going good in the heat race there.
Green flag. Green is out, and the front 2 guys go into a fist fight on the front straightaway of the green flag as Grant Folsom and the 24 of Steve Fisher still hammer it out. The top 4 cars are already qualified. They're trying to take each other out here in the turns 3 and 4. Down the backstretch into 3 and 4. It's the 24 Steve Fisher, the 81 of Grant Folsom, the 4 of Kenny Dufour, and the 84 of Justin Hart, your top 4. Complete, top 4 cars uncontested. Doug Combs from Livermore, Maine in the 57 is beginning to close in on the 84 of Justin Hart. Trouble, turn 1. The 1 car goes around. Caution on the speedway for Scott Watts. Green is down on the inside, the 24, Steve Fisher on the outside. Grant Folsom in the 81, the 4 of Kenny Dufour is third. Battle for fourth, the 84, Justin Hart on the outside of the 57 of Doug Combs down the backstretch. Combs in the 57 goes to fourth. Oh, 23, Martel gets on the wall. Everybody makes it okay as the 4, Kenny Dufour, tries to make his way to the inside. Battle for the lead. Dufour trying to be a factor in that battle as he pulls up along the back end of the 24 car of Steve Fisher. Fisher in the Days of New England, number 24 on the inside. Folsom in the Bombard Graphics, number 81 on the outside. Steve Fisher begins to pull away in the 24, bringing the Central Paving, number 4 of Kenny Dufour with him downstairs the inside lane. Halfway coming up. Halfway when they come back to the line. And it's Steve Fisher in the 24, the 4, Kenny Dufour, and the 81 of Grant Folsom. Halfway is come and gone. Into turns 3 and 4. Onto the start finish line now. It's still the 24, Steve Fisher. Grant Folsom, the 4 of Kenny Dufour, your top 3. Fourth and final transfer cars, the 57 of Doug Combs. Laps remain. Nobody making any big moves up front. Oh, look out, Folsom goes around. Turn 4. Grant Folsom spins out of a qualifying 200. Steve Fisher on the inside of the 4. Kenny Dufour, green flag. Green flag is out. The 24. Fisher now has the arm wrestle with the 4 car of Kenny Dufour in turns 3 and 4. Steve Fisher to lead. Folsom does a complete 360 and keeps on going. We will stay green, or hopefully. Stay green for the moment. We'll see if we can get the car refired. Down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4. It's the 20. He does refire the car, and we stay green. 84, Justin Hart battling with a 74, Jerry Lesage for the 4th and final qualified spot. Hart hung up on the outside. We'll see if he can get the car to work up high. Oh no, Hart goes around. Justin Hart gets out of the 4, Kenny Dufour, green flag. Oh, Joey Poe gets sideways, tries to whoa it up, and does a pretty good job of doing it. Pole on 27 puts the binders on and saves himself from a major wreck with 7 laps to go. The 24, Steve Fisher gets the jump. The 57, Doug Combs to the inside. And the 4 car of Kenny Dufour hanging up on the outside on the bubbles. The 74, Jerry Lesage. Here comes the 85, Travis Demers, the 05, 08 car of Mike Collins, and the 72, Jacob McGrath now. 5 laps to go. 5 to go into turns 1 and 2. Down the back chute. It's the 24, Fisher. Oh, 3 wide in turn 3, and the 16, Becker backs out of it. 74, Jerry Lesage in danger of losing the final qualified spot. Into turns 3 and 4. It's Steve Fisher, the 4 of Ken Dufour, Doug Combs on the 57, the 74 of Jerry Lesage, your top 4. 4 cars to qualify. Into turns 3 and 4. 2 laps to go for Steve Fisher. 2 to go for the 4 of Kenny Dufour and the 57 of Doug Combs. The 74 of Jerry Lassay is a white flag as the race continues for the lead. Under the white flag, 24, Steve Fisher, side by side with the 4 of Kenny Dufour. Out of turn 4, Dufour gets a boost, and whoa, that's too close to call. Side by side, door to door for the win of these late model drivers, the American-Canadian Tour, getting their drivers, their cars prepared to make this field for the 30-car, 200-lap, $10,000 to win Bond Auto Labor Day Classic. That making the field is a feat in itself, ladies and gentlemen. Joe Brown on the inside, the 45, Dave Wilcox on the outside. Here they come out of turn 4. Green flag. The Bond Auto Parts Labor Day Classic is under green. Green flag is out. We are underway. Roger Brown gets the early jump. "200 laps of late model stock car racing here in Barre, Vermont is let loose as Roger Brown begins to pull away. Dave Wilcox moves into second position over the 86 of Dennis Demers, who is third. Fourth place is the 52 of Dave Pembroke. Then it's the 18 of the Hurricane, Jamie Fisher in fifth. Sixth place battle, 56 Dale Verrill on the inside of the 7 of Eric Williams. Williams in car number 7 on the outside, going backwards. Roger Brown, a straightaway advantage. He gets the early jump out of this, and he just cruises through. Meanwhile, everybody else trying to jockey for position and ride out the first half of this race. 6 laps complete of 200. Battle for second. Dennis Demers on the inside of the 45 of Dave Wilcox. Wilcox on the outside. In the 45, the 86 Dennis Demers downstairs. Then it's the 52 car of Dave Pembroke as they battle it out down the back straightaway. Pete Fecto in trouble. Fecto in the 75 car goes high off the speedway. Oh, spins it out in front of the field. Caution is out. Caution on the speedway as Pete Demers on the outside. Green flag. Back to green and a clean start. The 99 Brown is your leader. Here comes the 52 Dave Pembroke to the inside of the 86 car of Dennis Demers. Demers goes to third. Here comes the 18 of Jamie Fisher to the inside as Demers goes backwards in the high lane. Roger Brown in the 99 brings the field down. 55 Brent Dragon moves up from 7th to 4th spot. Dragon on the move in the 55 car. As the drivers in field try to start their rhythm and feel their way around this racetrack, Dale Verrill moves up the lane to the outside. Verrill in the 86. In danger of going backwards to the 7 of Eric Williams in turns 3 and 4. Chris Bashad trying to move up the field in the outside of the 6 car. Bashad about halfway back on the outside lane, the 6 Merchants Bank car. He begins to move forward. For third on the inside, the 55 Brent Dragon works the inside lane of the 18 of Jamie Fisher. Fisher in the outside groove right now into turns 1 and 2. 92 Chad Wheeler making his run up to the front. Side groove down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. Sear in the 32, Scott in the 14. As Phil Scott makes the move past the 51 of Marcel Gravel. And your leader coming up on lap traffic. Roger Brown has caught the lap car, the 18 of Joey Becker. Trouble turn 4, the 91 Patrick LaPearl gets sideways, hangs onto the car. LaPearl hangs tight. Trouble turn 2, the 29 Mark Lamberton. The 5 Timmy Martin spin. We stay green. They both go a lap down to the leader. Oh! The leader gets taken out by the 29 car Mark Lamberton. Mark Lamberton. Brent Dragon come down to the green flag. Everybody makes it through turns 1 and 2, and Dave Pembroke takes the lead. Pembroke takes the lead down to the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. The 55 Brent Dragon right there on the outside of him. Down into turns 1 and 2. Oh, Pembroke sideways. 55 Dragon takes the lead. Dragon, your leader, the 52, Dave Pembroke second. Third place, the 18 of Jamie Fisher. Fourth place, the 86, Dennis Demers. The 45, Dave Wilcox is fifth. Sixth place, the 92 of Chad Wheeler. Seventh is the 7 of Eric Williams. Eighth is the 26 of John Donahue. Ninth is the 6 of Chris Bashad. Battle for 10th spot. 32, Gene Paul Sear. to 10th in 36 laps as he begins his trek to the front. Dale Verrill in the 56 car. Dale Verrill getting a warning for moving up a lane and not holding his groove. 14 Phil Scott is on the outside. Meanwhile, Dave Wilcox works the inside of the 18 of Jamie Fisher for 4th position. 5, Timmy Martin off the pace. Caution on the speedway for green flag. Timmy Martin rejoins the field in car number 5, a lap down. The 55, Brent Dragon, is your leader, followed by Dennis Demers in the 86. The 52 car. Oh, trouble! Cooper McRitchie on the wall. McRitchie and the 57 of Doug Combs get together, and McRitchie rides the Widowmaker. He rides the Widowmaker, going to try to hang on to the car and hope for a caution. Dragon, the 55, your leader. Here comes Gene Paul Sear and Phil Scott side by side, about 10th on back. And the 6 car, Chris Bichon, also in there, working his way through the field along with a 92 car of Chad Wheeler. First place, the 55 Brent Dragon. Second, the 86 of Dennis Demers. Third place, the 52 of Dave Pembroke. Fourth, the 18 car of the Hurricane, Jamie Fisher. Fifth, the 7 of Eric Williams. Sixth place, the 45, Dave Wilcox. Seventh is the 92 of Chad Wheeler. Eighth place right now, the 26 of Don Donahue. And ninth is the 6 car of Chris Bichon. Gene Balzier takes over 10th from the 14 of Phil Scott. Scott goes to 11th. 12th place, the 8 car of Rich Lowry. 13th, the 91 of Patrick LaPearl. 14th to 51, Marcel Gravel, and 15th car to 56 of Dale Verrill. Sear working the outside of the 92 for 7th place. Your current point leader, defending champion, Sear. Works the outside groove on the 92 of Chad Wheeler. Battles for 7th position in turns 3 and 4. Sear on the outside, making his way through. Bringing the 14 of Phil Scott with him. 55 laps complete. 86, Dale Barre goes around. Barre loops the Suncoast Pumps automobile. Turn 4, green flag. Green is down, 55 Dragon gets the jump, 86 Demers goes into second spot, falls in behind with the 52 of Dave Pembroke right there, the 18 Jamie Fisher, and the 32 Gene Falsier now right there. Here comes the 6 of Chris Michaud. Michaud on the outside, bound into turns 3 and 4. 75 complete. Dragon, your leader. Battle for third. 18, Jamie Fisher on the outside of the 52 car of Dave Pembroke. Pembroke downstairs in the Twin State Voice Data car. To his outside, the SD Ireland Concrete Chevrolet of Jamie Fisher. Turn 1. Dale Barre spins the Suncoast Pump and Well Drilling car off turn 1. We're under caution. Here they come out of turn 4. Green flag. Dale Barre is about to get pooned, and there he goes. Caution is out. Caution is out. The 56 Barre nearly puts Dave Avery in the wall. Avery finishes him off. On the inside of the 86 of Dennis Demers. Out of turn 4, green flag. Dragon gets the job once again, brings the 86 Demers with him. Battle for third spot, the 52 Dave Pembroke on the inside of the 18 of Jamie Fisher. Demers out, knocks on the back door, the 55 of Brent Dragon. Dragon holds tough. Drivers fighting a heavy glare in the back straightaway into turn 3 as the sun begins to set. Drivers nearly blinded entering turn 3. A windshield full of sunlight out of turn 3 makes it very tough for these drivers to make it through into the corner. And the battle continues for a third spot on the outside, the 18 of Jamie Fisher. On the inside, the 52 of Dave Pembroke. Gene Falsier, Chris Michaud, Eric Williams right there behind him. Battle for third continues side by side. Fisher gets the advantage down the backstretch. Fisher will go to third. 52, Pembroke hanging tough on the inside line, but Fisher's got the momentum in the high lane. Right behind them, a pair of strong cars. 32, Gene Falsier, the kicks of Chris Michaud. They battle side by side. 4 cars under a blanket in turn 1. Fisher goes way high in 3 and 4. Gets the shot in the front straightaway. Fisher trying to get the momentum he needs to dispatch the 52 of Dave Pembroke, but he's starting to run out of grip. Continues on turn number 3 for the 3rd place position, coming up to halfway shortly. Halfway when they come back. Halfway when they come back to the line. One heck of a battle for 3rd spot between the 18, Jamie Fisher, the 52, Dave Pembroke, Chris Bichot, and Gene Paul Sear. Top 4, those 4 cars right there from 3rd on back. Unbelievable as they just continue to swap it back and forth. Fisher all the way to the white line. Pembroke pulls ahead. Dave Pembroke pulls ahead in the 52, and here comes the 32, Gene Paul Sear. It looks like that race has been settled. The 52, Pembroke down to the front. He goes to 3rd place. Gene Paul Sear with him, Eric Williams on the inside, and Phil Scott now. As Chris Bichot hung out behind the 18 of Jamie Fisher. Trouble front stretch. The 10 of Dave Avery, the 75, Pete Bechtel go around. A synchronized spin down the front stretch. The 10 of David Avery, the 75, Pete Bechtel go around on the front stretch. Caution. Pace cars in. Brent Dragon and the 86 car of Dennis Demers come to the green flag. And the 56 Dale Verrill shuts down and heads down pit road. Phil Scott gets sideways to the back straightaway, hangs on to the car, and Brent Dragon continues to lead this one. Keep your eyes on the 52 of Dave Pembroke. Pembroke on the 52, fresh rubber on the automobile, working his way back up through the field as the 32, Gene Paul Sear, is now making a bid for the lead. Sear in the Ehlers RV, sticks in stuff number 32. Works to the inside of the 55 Brent Dragon. He tries the outside lane in turns 3 and 4. Unable to pull it off. As the 52, Dave Pembroke, the 91, Patrick O'Pearl, making their way back up through the field. comes the 32 Sear to the outside of the 55 Brent Dragon. 90% of Sear's forward progress has been on the outside here today. Joey Pohl gets sideways, hangs onto the car. Sear goes to the inside, and Dragon shuts the door. Now Sear will try the outside. Paul Sear now gets a wheel up on the outside of Brent Dragon. Can't keep it there. Now he goes inside of 3 and 4. On the outside groove, the 32, Jean Paul Sear. Move for the lead. Turns 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Sear on the outside in the 32. 55, Brent Dragon downstairs. Sear from 17th starting position. Working his way for the lead. Down the backstretch. Dragon using as much racetrack as he can. Sear gets a wheel up front. Turn 4. Jean Paul Sear takes the lead on lap 116 from 17th starting position to the lead in 116 laps. Dragon trying to hang on. Dragon trying to fight back into that lead spot. Unable to pull it off, Dragon bows back. 32 Sear pulls away in the lead now. Caution on the speedway, 51, Marcel Gravel goes around. 55, Brent Dragon out of turn 4. Green flag. Back under green, 55 Dragon. Oh, gets a bump from the 7 of Eric Williams. Williams wants that inside lane. Dragon takes it back away and turns 1 and 2, and Dragon pulls into second and secures the spot. Battle for third. 6 Chris Bichon on the outside of the 7 of Eric Williams. Bichon goes to third spot. Fourth place is the 7 of Eric Williams. Fifth, the 86 of Dennis Demers. 29, Mark Lamberton shuts it down and pulls to the infield. This car appears to be done for the day. Oh, trouble front stretch. Rich Lowry and the 26 car of John Donahue get together. Everybody bunching up behind them. Oh, and the 45, Dave Wilcox gets sideways. Corrected by the 11 car, Ryan Van Ass. We stay green, 97. Joey Pohl in trouble, caution is out. 92 car of Chad Wheeler, green flag. Is down, 7 of Eric Williams trying to protect that low groove and get a move on the 55 Brent Dragon. We'll see if he can hang on to it. Dragon goes backwards on the outside. The 7 of Williams trying to hang top in the low groove. It looks like he's going to pull it off. Battle for second, 7 Eric Williams on the inside of the 55 Brent Dragon. Dragon on the outside groove out of turn 4. Down the back chute. Side by side for second. Meanwhile, the 32 Jean Paul Sear begins to pull away. Chris Bichon making up some ground on the 6 car with fresh tires. Three-car battle for second place. Eric Williams, Brent Dragon, the 86 of Dennis Demers. Second, third, and fourth. Then we go back to the 26 of John Donahue, and then the 52 of Dave Pembroke. Pembroke goes to the outside of Donahue. Battle for 5th place. Eric Williams to second. Dennis Demers going to follow suit to the inside as Brent Dragons. Kenny Drug Dog starts to fade, but he has no threat from behind. No pressure on Sear in the 32 with 68 laps, 68 laps to go. Bashan working the outside of the 25 of Dave Whitcomb, working his way back into the top 10. Bashan in the 6 working his way back up through. Bashan one spot out of the top 10 in 11th position, and he's now going to catch the 18 of Jamie Fisher, who has just made it into the top 10 himself. 25, Dave Whitcomb's got a problem. Whitcomb in the 25 shuts down. 52 laps to go. Gene Paul Sear now catching some heavy lap traffic. Wow. Gene Paul Sear is, or the 6 of Chris Bouchard, is 2/10 quicker than the 32 of Gene Paul Sear. Chris Bouchard 2/10 quicker than Gene Paul Sear, but he's 11th. And Sear is first with lap traffic in between. Dave Pembroke now makes a move. Pembroke on the outside of the 26 of John Donahue. Down the backstretch. Pembroke on the outside in the 52 car. The 26 Donahue on the inside. It turns 1 and 2. Battle for second place coming up as the 86 Dennis Demers opens the door on the 7 of Eric Williams. Gets the door open by Demers. The 55 Brent Dragons now going to try to squeeze his way in. Meanwhile, Chris Bouchard moves into 10th, now works the outside of Scott Paye. Battle for 9th. Caution coming out. The 97 Joey Poole spins in turns 1 and 2. The 11 Orion Van Ass go for green flag. Demers gets the jump on the outside. Dennis Demers gets a jump. Gene Paul Sear in the 32 comes back at him on the inside, takes the lead back. Demers fights back on the front straightaway into turns 1 and 2. Two drivers with old tires on their race cars. Working turns 3 and 4. Sear in the 32 retakes the lead. Sear secures it, begin to pull away. Keep your eye on the 52 of Dave Pembroke, the 92 Chad Wheeler, and the 6 of Chris Bouchard. Laps remain when they come to the line. 40 to go out of turn 4. Paul Sear from his 17th starting position is beginning to pull away. Oh, trouble up front. The 26, John Donnie of the 92, John Wheeler Tangle. The 6 of Chris Bouchard gets a bump out of that. We stay green. Everybody stays forward. '55 Brent Dragon now working the number 7 of Eric Williams. Brent Dragon in 4th place, all over the back bumper of Eric Williams. The 52, Dave Pembroke right there with him. Trouble, turn 2, 16, Joey Becker, and here they come out of turn 4, no stars. Here come turns 3 and 4, green flag. 36 laps to decide it all. 36 laps for Gene Paul Sear and Dennis Demers. The 7 of Eric Williams, the 55 car of Brent Dragon. And everybody in their wake. Sear goes to lead. 86 Demers comes right along his back bumper. $10,000 to win. 3,500 for second, 22.50 for third. Top 3 paying some major money here today as they continue to fight it out. Into the back straightaway. 55 Dragon on the outside of the 7 of Eric Williams now. Dragon goes back. 52 Pembroke trying to capitalize with just 31 laps to go. Dragon on the outside, trying it again, sideways out of 4. Chris Bouchard held back. The 14, Phil Scott held back. Gene Paul Sear's strategy was to stay out the entire time, no tires. And so far, looks like it's paying off. Seven laps to go. The 55 Brent Dragon once again on the outside of Eric Williams. Dragon gets a little extra grip on the outside, brings it up alongside, battle for third spot. Dragon on the outside, Williams on the inside. Dragon makes the move. Oh, trouble, Machon goes around. Caution on the speedway. As on the inside of the 86 of Dennis Demers, green flag. Out, and Sear gets a half car length on Demers. They touch out of 4. Sear takes the lead. Dennis Demers second, third place 55 Brent Dragon, fourth place the 52 Dave Pembroke, and here comes the 91 of Patrick Pearl now. The 7 of Eric Williams going backwards with 22 laps to go. Williams Used up the car. He's going backwards now as here comes the 52 of Dave Pembroke to the inside of Brent Dragon. Dave Pembroke to third place with 20 laps to go at a turn 4. Pembroke goes up a spot. Bringing the 91 of Patrick LaPearl, 2 cars with fresher tires. In Pembroke's case, 100 laps fresher out of turn 4. $19 laps to go. Is that enough time for Dave Pembroke to catch the leaders? As Jean-Paul Cyr continues to pull away. 86 Demers, second, third place Pembroke, fourth place is the battle. Right now it goes to the 91 of Patrick LaPearl. Into turns 3 and 4, Jean-Paul Cyr, Dennis Demers, and Dave Pembroke. 92 of LaPearl now. Starting to look to the outside of the 52 of Pembroke. 14 Phil Scott now coming up with just 15 laps to go. 15 laps to decide it all. Out of turns 3 and 4 into the front straightaway now. Back to the backstretch. 91 LaPearl takes a peek to the inside of the 52 of Pembroke. Top 2 cars continue to pull away. Pembroke getting the point, the bump from the 91 of Patrick LaPearl. 10 laps to go. 10 to go as Patrick LaPearl goes to the outside of Dave Pembroke. LaPearl tries the outside of turns 3 and 4. 10 laps to go. Battle for third place. Battle for third, LaPearl on the outside of the 52 car of Dave Pembroke. Pembroke holds tough. LaPearl keeps his fender out there on the outside, down the backstretch now. Patrick LaPearl, the Demers Ambulance Chevrolet on the outside of the Vermont State Employees Credit Union number 52 of Pembroke. And LaPearl falls back. 8 laps to go. 8 laps to go for Jean-Paul Cyr, Dennis Demers, Dave Pembroke, the 91 of Patrick LaPearl, the 14 of Phil Scott. Sixth place, the 55, Brent Dragon. 7th, the 92 of Chad Wheeler. 8th is the 8 of Rich Lowry. 9th is the 26 of John Donahue, and 10th is the 89 car of Scott Paye, and he's got the 6 of Chris Bouchard breathing down his neck. 5 to go. 5 laps remaining in the 52. Dave Pembroke going backwards, backing up to the field. The 91, LaPearl cannot get around him. 4 laps to go. 4 laps to pay dirt for Jean-Paul Cyr. 55 cars came to qualify. 30 cars made the field. 2 laps to go this time for Jean-Paul Cyr. 2 laps to go. Just a half mile left for the Milton, Vermont driver. Here comes Phil Scott to the outside. One last battle for third spot with 2 to go. White flag in hand this time. White flag for the 32 of Jean-Paul Cyr. Dennis Demers, the 52 of Dave Pembroke now. 1 lap to go. Here comes Phil Scott on the 14. Pembroke sideways. Scott to the outside. Battle for third. Checkers fly. 10,000 of Jean-Paul Cyr. Dennis Demers. 3 wide for third place. And the 91.
Now the tag gets you.
I want to thank Bond Auto for putting the race on, Ehlers RV, Sticks and Stuff, and everybody for doing a great job for us. Four Seasons Real Estate, Vermont Ship to Carts, Tom Hungerford Insurance. Without them, we wouldn't be here.
You guys, we'll talk to you. A great run for you. Good, strong run all day for you. And you got a windshield full of the 32 all day.
Well, we had good cars all day. Able to run up front, one day we'll lead, but we able to run second. 2 chairs a day, and congratulations to Gene, he's a great competitor. We're awfully happy to put in second. The SLC people are here, thank you. And Charlie, I want to thank him. On the road, these are great fans, this is a great racetrack, and this is a great series.
You had plenty of opportunities on restarts to do something with the 32. He raced you clean, he raced you fair, and that inside lane seemed to work for him.
Yeah, I wasn't particularly good on the outside. Every time I got out there, I ended up falling back. But no, he did, no question about it. He raced me clean, and that's the way Gene races. So I knew it wouldn't be any way but that way.
All right, we have a trophy for you from the folks at Bond Auto. Congratulations, Dennis Demers, ladies and gentlemen, finishing second here today. And here comes our third place finisher. 3 wide, man, I don't think you could have made it any more dramatic than that. A heck of a finish for you. 3 wide for third, a great run. Congratulations.
That was awesome. Yeah, we were probably the 5th place car in that battle. My car was so tight their last 30 laps, and I was just hanging on, trying to run the bottom and give them some room on the outside. I know we slowed the pace down a little bit there, but I didn't want to get stuck out on the outside, and we made a good call and went in and got some tires, and that's what got us back up here.
Yeah, that helped you get to